missing from the video. We released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset, and every night should have the same minute missing.
So that was AG Pam Bondi back in July saying that the minute missing from the hours of surveillance footage taken from outside Jeffrey Epstein's jail cell had been recorded over. But we're learning that wasn't the case.
Yeah, that's because that missing minute, along with the 30,000+ pages of records relating to the disgraced financier, were released last week by the House Oversight Committee. Judge Napolitano is our senior judicial analyst. Makes sense to bring him in for this. So why do we hear the AG say, look, this is normal and a minute is missing all the time, but it's not missing? We do have access.
I don't think she was being deceptive. I think she was just misinformed by the Bureau of Prisons, which is trying to protect itself. If you see the new video, it doesn't show anything happening. So this is either going to dispel the conspiracy theorists or exacerbate them, who will say this is AI created, don't believe it, something actually happens.
No winning in this.
You're right, Sean. There's no end.
In terms of the information.
No end to this, yeah. Dr. Michael Baden, who's arguably the most respected pathologist in the country, examined Mr. Epstein's body and said it was impossible for his neck to have been broken by himself. Attorney General Barr, a well-respected, decent, honorable public servant and lawyer, was interrogated under oath in private by the committee. He was the AG at the time, so we don't know what he told them. I doubt he told them anything different from the narrative that we understand, or somehow that would have come out. So has the ball moved forward at all by the release of this minute and the correction of those who misinformed the AG? I don't think so.
Too many oddities in this case.
There are.
To really believe one thing or another.
Yeah.
And that's why there's this continued effort to get the grand jury testimony out to the public, and yet there's really no progress there.
You know, Congressmen Massey and Khanna announced yesterday that they have achieved their 218 signatures. Now, that will force a vote on all this in the House of Representatives. What happens when it goes to the Senate, who knows? It'll obviously pass the House if the people who signed the petition vote in favor of it. It'll also force a lot of Republicans who would just as soon not be involved in this thing to have to take a position.
Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the congresswoman from Georgia, claimed in that moment that you're talking about, and we just showed a bit of it there, that she's not afraid to walk on the House floor and start naming names. Now, why would she be empowered to do so? Does she have some protection there?
Yes, she has the speech or debate clause of the Constitution, which absolutely protects members of Congress from what they say or do, or from what they say on the floor of the House. The classic case is a couple of years ago, Senator Feinstein, the late Senator Feinstein of California, had a 6,000-page memo that she got because she was on the Senate Intelligence Committee, top secret memo about CIA use of torture. President Obama personally begged her not to publish it. She dropped it in the hopper of the Senate, and that made it public, and she was immune from any consequences whatsoever. So Congresswoman Greene can do that. She can't be sued, she can't be disciplined, she can't be prosecuted if she does that. The question is, how does she get her hands on these names? How does she know who these people are? Well, we may find out if she does this.
Yeah, and some of the alleged survivors also claim that they would use a member of Congress to relay those names, although, you know, what sort of timeline that looks like, I guess we don't exactly know.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.